Sorry guys. I was trying to mirror my computer here. I think I logged off for a little bit. Morning everyone. How's everyone this morning? Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Happy Love Day. I'm gonna wait for some people to come on here so that I could explain what we're doing today. Kind of excited for today's project. Hello, make sure you say hello so I know that you're there. Hi, Shelly. How are you? Hi, Kitty. Hi, Annette. How's everyone? It's still raining over here. So my mold came in right after my live yesterday for the event that I had with the Decoupage Central affiliates. I was a little bit bummed because I had planned to make something originally with my mold, but it was okay because I like what I made. But the original plan was to work with this mold. Maybe I should show you before I put it away. This is the IOD. What is it called? Sparrow's Nest. Look at how beautiful that is. You get two nests. One with eggs, one no eggs, and then these beautiful birds. All right. There's an affiliate code with Decoupage Central for those that may want to purchase one, and I will provide that. I should have did that prior to the video, but I'll provide it on the finished craft. Hi, Cindy. Welcome, everyone. Happy Love Day to everyone. Thank you, Kitty. These are so worth it. I'll show you guys the other one that I got. This is my other IOD, but this one's called Fleur de Lis, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Let me remove it. Hi, Cheryl. So these are some of the goodies that I got from Decoupage Central with my affiliate code. And these are off by IOD. This is the other one. It's got a bunny there. You get your rooster. And then this locket type of heart and some smaller ones here. I think these are acorns. Some leaves. And then some hardware here. I'm excited to use them all. I can't wait. I might make something next week with this one. But today, as mentioned, we're going to be working with the Sparrow's Nest mold. Hi, Jeannie. Or Jenny Matthews. Welcome. Okay, this is the one we're going to be working with today. It's okay, Cheryl. Thank you so much for coming in here and letting me know. You can always do the hashtag replay, and I appreciate you coming by. It's kind of a busy day for a lot of people. I'm going to go on a date with my husband after the live. So I'm going to try to make it quick because he has reservations for a restaurant already, which we can never get into anywhere because I guess he did it like a lot prior, which was good. Very thoughtful of him. He's really good at that. So let me show you. I made the birds and everything else prior to the live. As mentioned, I want to try to make the live a little bit quick, but I made some birds already, and I painted them because I have to work with them before they dry. You can use any type of air dry clay, or even the kind that you oven. I've used that before. I'm not a fan. I rather use air dry clay or resin, but I painted them with Apple Barrel's Antique White, which is my favorite paint to use on my molds. Hi, Anna. Hi, Peggy. Thank you. And then here's my nest with the eggs. I already made this one and painted it as well. And we're going to be working with this nest and these two birds today. But I did make the other one so you guys can just see how they all look after you make them. So I think you guys have seen me make stuff on molds on other videos. And most people are probably familiar with how to make them. Hi, Chantel. All right, so we're not going to use these or the smaller nest. I'm going to use the bigger one. All right. So I have this birdhouse here. And I don't remember if I got this one at Walmart or Amazon because I purchased the same house from both places. I think Walmart no longer carries it. And then that's when I started buying them on Amazon. But it could be either or. Hi, Mandy. Welcome. So I'm going to go ahead and start by painting this house, birdhouse. And I'm using this beautiful vintage type of looking floral, very light color cardstock. And this is from Hobby Lobby. There's a little bit of writing right there. And then some dark greens and very, very light pink and some beige, which I love because I don't like to do bright colors, but I'm good with the pastel. All right, I'm going to paint the birdhouse. And I am going to try to give some crackle to it, even though I am going to add the cardstock. Can you guys hear me well? Because I didn't even check my volume on my phone prior to going live. So if you guys can let me know, please. Excuse me. Hi, Jean and Kim. Welcome. Oh. See, there I go forgetting about the base again. You guys need to remind me every time I say crackle. Annette, you're good at reminding me. Remind me that I have to add the base color. There's been a few times where I have forgotten and it happens when I go live. In my regular videos, I don't forget. How are you, Jean? And excuse me if I'm going to start coughing. This paint does make me cough. It's very, very stinky, as you guys know. Annette, that's going to be your job now. Be like, hey, remember to put the apple barrel or the truffle under that. That's what I usually use. Or black sometimes. Depends on the mood. Hi, Teresa. Welcome. Sorry, I'm gonna open the door a little bit because of the smell. Oh, this stuff is strong. Very strong. It's as strong as paint. What are you all doing today? Any plans? I will provide you with the link and any questions you may have. I do both, Anna. I'll provide you with my affiliate link so you can buy those molds. They're totally worth it. And the quality is amazing. I know I do buy a lot of the molds from Temu, but it's not the same quality. And even though, yeah, you can use them, and I still buy from them if I like something. Nothing against those molds, but I'm just saying that they are probably a little pricier, but they're totally worth it in the long run. They will last you longer. And I had some molds prior to becoming an affiliate, so I know that that brand is good. Hi, Lisa. Happy Love Day to everyone. You don't know what you're going? Aww. Yeah, I don't either. He usually doesn't tell me where he's taking me. He just makes reservations, and then I'll know then when we're arriving. He's usually pretty good at picking places that he knows I like or will enjoy. There's this place called Lucille's Steakhouse. I don't know if you guys have them in other states, but oh my gosh, that place is delicious. They sell clay, Anna, yes. They do sell clay, or you can use any type of clay for those. I will provide you with the link to the clay, and I will post it on here if you need it, or you can message me. And I'll put it on there for you to look at so you can shop. And don't wait long. I'm just saying that because since it's a new release, that bird, the bird mold, there's two of them. One of them is called Bird Song. I think if I'm correctly, that one might be out of stock when I checked last night. But this one, it's called Sparrow's Nest. They still had some last night. So they do go fast, and they don't release anymore until who knows when. You'll probably have to like sign up for the emails to be notified when. I know I was waiting for that other one that I showed you guys with the bunny to come back in stock, and it took quite a while for them to restock on those. So if you don't get it when you see it, you might miss it until the next time. That's why I advise that if you want it, just buy it. That's what I did last night. I ordered more. I ordered some stamps that I had been wanting from when they released the products to the affiliates. It didn't come to the public yet. They released them to us so that we can pick out what we wanted first. And then we would do the live that we did yesterday, letting you guys know what we were making with those items and what had been released. And then what's it called, and then they released them for everyone, but like I said, they don't last. So if you want that, I can provide you with that. Hello, Denise. Welcome, everyone. Hi, Cindy. You're welcome, Anna. I could do it for you right now after I paint this. I'll grab my iPad and put it on the link below for the chat. Thank you, Jean. Hi, Patricia. Welcome. Did Esmeralda finish her auction? I was over there watching. I bid it on one item and I won it. Was everybody over there watching her? I'm gonna link the, Denise, I'm going to put the link right now when I'm done drying this house so you guys can see it, okay? Hi, Lisa. I forgot I didn't need to paint the whole house because I'm going to use the paper, but it's okay. Seem to be forgetting a lot during the lives these days. I need an assistant. I need an assistant to help me remember things. Let's see. Oh, you haven't watched the yesterday? It's okay. You could always go back and do the hashtag replay. Let me add those links for you guys. Give me 1 second. Let's see. You guys, give me a few minutes, okay? I just gotta log on there. Hi, Teresa Price. How are you, my dear? All right, let's see. I will add, hang on. I gotta search the product and then create a code. All right, here we go. Here's the mold. What else did you guys want? The mold? Oh, the clay? Anna, did you want this particular mold, or you want me to, do you want me to link the other mold I was telling you with the bird so you can look at both? And Denise, whoever was asking for the info. Hang on. Oh, it looks like the other one's no longer available. So let me see if I have a flower one. I'm telling you, they go by really fast. If you don't buy it, it's gone within hours. Okay, there's one with flowers, but I am not too sure how they look, and I'll find out when I do it. So the mold for the birds, the clay, and the flowers. Hi, Marie. You want the rub-on IOD? It was a paint inlay. That's what it was. Okay, there's I don't like to hear myself. Hang on. Can you see Anna and Denise, if you can click on the link I provided? Because if it doesn't, I'm gonna have to wait until after the live. I cannot attach the link only from my phone. I don't see an option here. I have to do it from my phone and I can't do it right now. Let me know if it's something you can click on. If not, I'll have to wait and I'll provide it after. Is it something you can click on? Okay, thank you, Annette. Then I'll provide the one for the clay as well. Anything else for the sake of the video, I'll do it after, just so we can finish here. All right, I'm gonna do the link to the flower inlays that I used yesterday, paint inlays. If you guys saw the project I made yesterday during the live, that's the one. All right, guys, all three of them are there. The other mold isn't really flowers. I think they're more like leaves, Anna. I'm gonna look more into it for you. Hi, Andreina. Cindy, you'll have to click on the link, or you can just use my regular affiliate code that's in the front of my page, so I can get commission. If you just go directly to the page, I don't get anything. So I appreciate it if you guys would use the code. It helps me a little bit. There was no flower one. I don't think it's in stock anymore, Anna. There's some with leaves. I didn't think it was flowers, so I didn't provide that one, but if you want it, I'll give it to you after, so you can see it, and then you make the choice. Hi, Sue. Hang on, guys, I gotta change this out. It's making me sick. The smell. Yes, once you're in the link, you can shop for anything with that link. So if you go to the front of my page, under my pinned post, like on the very top, after my profile picture, scroll down a little bit, and then scroll to the left. There's some pinned post on there, and you'll see my affiliate code with Decoupage Central right there. You could shop for any of the items that you want, not just specifically one. You're welcome, Anna. Hi, Jamie. All right, so here's the house. I'm gonna add some crackle on the edges. Okay, Cindy, no problem. Thank you for asking. Any other questions you may have, you could always message me. Thank you, Annette. Hi, Griselda. Welcome. Oh, I forgot to say that I'm using the Crackle Medium by Folk Art. Everybody say happy wedding anniversary to Andreina. Today is her wedding anniversary. I think she said 12. No, 13, 16 years, something like that. Sorry, Andreina, correct me. 12, I think. It'll be 13 for me. No, I just had my 13th in September. Going on 14. Hi, Natalie. Natalie Marie. That's beautiful. That's my daughter's name. Her name's Natalie. One of my daughters. I love that name. I've always loved it. I had that name before we even conceived her, before we were even married. I was like, I like that name. When I have a daughter, I'm going to name her Natalie. All right, let's see what we can come up here with today. I'm a little nervous. Let's dry it now. It has to be fully dried before you add the top coat. I ordered this really cute top from Kohl's that was Valentine's Day, and I usually don't wear bright colors, but I do love the color lavender, and I thought it was super cute, but it didn't arrive on time. I did store pickup, and it said it would arrive today or until the 18th. I was like, okay, I'll give it a chance, but nope, I'll have to wear it next year. Yes, what Annette said. For those that don't know Andreina, she is with Lee Lexi Creations. She's an awesome creator as well. If you guys don't already follow her, head on over to her page. You could do it after or now, whenever you want. And go give her a follow. Oh my gosh, there goes my nose running again with the paint. Who remembers the Garbage Pail Kids? That's what it reminds me every time I'm doing this to my nose. Anyone remember those? I thought they were the ugliest things ever. My brother used to collect the trading cards, and oh, I thought they were so ugly. They were like the Cabbage Patch Kids, but ugly. Like full of boogers and brains and worms and things like that coming out of them, like their eyes and their noses and things like that. I don't know why I'm bringing that up, but it reminded me of that. I was in the late 80s. You're welcome. Hi, Lori. $1998 was a good year. How old was I? Let's see. How old was I in 98? I gotta do the math. I think I was about 14, 15 years old, 16, something like that. Hi, Roger. Welcome. All right, I'm gonna use this kind of chippy brush because I forgot my other one in the restroom when I washed it. Let's see if it works as good as the one I used yesterday because I really like that finish that I did. Let me show you guys. This was my crop from yesterday's live. If you guys didn't watch me, this is what I made. Love that chippy look. So let's see. Oh. Thank you, Sue. I saw you over there with Esmeralda earlier. I was gonna bid on that little bird. He was so cute. I'm glad you got it. You were 44 and 98. My goodness. You were still young. I was a teenager in the 90s. Late 90s at that time. 98. I think I had just started high school. Hey, Yolanda. How are you? You were 32. We're 27 and 98. You're not old. Trying to see what side I want to use. Oh, I showed you guys earlier, but this is the paper that I'm gonna use. Very vintage-like looking. Let's see, I think I like this side. I don't know how I'm gonna cut it. Let's see. Let's try this. $21.98. Thank you, Sue. So I'm just kind of bending it with my fingernails to know where I'm gonna cut. Tracing it, I guess. Thank you, Andreina. This is actually, oh, I don't have the pad. It's in the little closet, but I'll show you guys. I'll try to link the pad. It's a pad from Hobby Lobby, and I think it's like vintage floral. It has different ones. Thank you, Cindy. I'm going to tear it with my hands anyway, so it doesn't matter if it's perfectly folded. Just kind of like the way we do with the decoupage napkins. Hi, Love Grammy. Welcome. All right. I'm still going to tear the sides, but this is the idea. And then I have to get the hole cut out as well. Let's do this right now. Hang on. And I'm just tracing the hole from the back so that I can cut it out. Hi, Diane. Thank you, Cindy. Hang on, guys. I'm sorry. Gotta look for my small precision scissors. I have a few of these scissors and I end up losing them and then I get new ones, but these are precision scissors, so if you have to get into small pieces like here where I'm going to cut the hole, you use these little scissors and you kind of make a hole and go in there and then just cut precisely where you want. I got these at Hobby Lobby and I've gotten some at, I believe, Amazon. You could get them anywhere. They just say precision scissors. Hi, Odette. Welcome. So then you just go back and trim trim the ugliness, like the little pieces that are coming out. And I'll give you a good cut with these scissors. Very precise. If you want. I'm precise, so some people don't care about being that extra. So whatever you prefer and however you craft, it's up to you. You've been wanting some? All right, I'll link these then as well. I'll link them on the comments when I'm finished. All right, that looks better. All right, I'm gonna tear the edges so that it looks distressed. And I'm gonna use my water pen, hoping it'll work. Annette, you can't even cut straight, you said? You're funny. Those precision scissors work. All right, I'm just gonna tear the edges with my fingernails. I don't like how it's looking. Hang on. Who already got their napkins for the prizes? Some of you may have already gotten your auction pieces and your napkin prizes and your craft box prizes. Anyone? What are you laughing at, Annette? Nat, what are you laughing at? Because you said you can't cut a straight line? I don't see comments anymore. I don't know if you guys are commenting. Oh, gotcha. You can't do a straight line either using a T-square. Oh, gotcha. All right. Where's my Mod Podge? Hang on, guys. I moved it yesterday. There it is. I'm going to use my Bear Wax to add some distress to the edge of the paper. Thank you, Love Grammy. What is your name? So I can address you by your name. That's the look. Something like that. So far. The paper's from Hobby Lobby, by the way. And after the live, I'm gonna link the link from Hobby Lobby on there. So you guys, if you guys want to buy it. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Anna. The Crackle is the folk art that I use, Crackle Medium. I'll show you the bottle right now. Oh, you mean where I got it? I think Michael's. this is a Crackle medium. Folk art. You're welcome, Cindy. All right, we're gonna add the paper on here. Hang on. I'm telling you, I left all my brushes in my bathroom after I washed them. Oh, there's one. Like, all my flat brushes are gone. Found one. I like to do the edges first, kind of go out this way, because sometimes when you don't get the edges, you have to go back and reapply, lift it and reapply because it won't adhere to the edge. Sorry, dropped it. Need to do something about my squeaky chair. All right, I usually grab a paper towel and kind of dab it on there, but I don't have one right now next to me. So I'm gonna grab this little piece of cloth and smooth it out. Probably better anyway. Little roughness. Hi, Lenora. Welcome. I'm gonna grab a little more of the antique wax and finish distressing the paper and possibly the edge here. All right. There's the birdhouse. Excuse me. Oh, that paint. All right, let's see. I'm going to add some, I forgot about this. I gotta add some antique wax to the birds. And then I'm gonna remove the excess with the wet wipe. Thank you, Cindy. Hi, Christy. Welcome. Thank you, Yolanda. I've made a lot of birdhouses. I still have a lot that I've made. I think I'm going to auction a lot of my pieces that I made last year, because I have them left over from the craft shows I've done. So if anyone's interested, I'm going to be adding a few at a time along with my newer pieces from this year. All right, I'm gonna wipe it down. All right, here's the first bird. You guys see that? Look how beautiful that mold is. The detail on this bird is just so beautiful. So you paint it first, and I did mention that I painted it with Antique White by Apple Barrel. That was the first step. You let it dry. Then you add the antique wax, and then you wipe it. You have to get in there and all the little, I don't know what you call them, little lines inside. Look at the nest. Look how beautiful that is. The detail on there. I love it even more than the way that it looked before. Thank you, Yolanda and Sabrina and Cindy. Thank you, you guys. Here's the little one. This is the one watching over the nest. Hold on, I think it needs a little bit more. Look at those feathers. You can see the feather detail on there. Before I add the birds, I have these stamps. I got these on Temu. They're stamps, but they're like the metal corners that I use sometimes. So I'm going to be working with this one. And this is just a little plate that attaches to the stamp itself. I'm going to add some corners on here. Thank you, kitty. I'm going to add one on the top as well. Look at that detail. All right, I'm gonna add a Jenga block to the back of this so that I can raise the bird a little bit. And I'm gonna use some of my Titebond on there. Hang on. And of course my hot glue isn't on. Let's do something else on the meantime. Doesn't take too long, but I tend to do that a lot recently, more than other times. I have this tag that I had previously stamped. This is also from a Temu stamp, and it says "We're better together." And that stamp looks like this, and this is from Temu. Right here. I'm gonna distress the tag, wrinkle it, and then distress. And I don't know if you guys are commenting. I don't know if Facebook's acting up again, but I don't see any comments. Thank you, Cindy. Okay, no problem. Just making a hole to the tag. I'm gonna cut this. Hi Liz, welcome. I'm gonna cut this, what do you call it? Why can't I ever think of the words when I'm on my live? Popsicle stick. Giant popsicle stick. Or, I don't know, I get these at Home Depot. The stamps are from Temu, Cindy. I'll try to look for the link because I have like 1 million orders from there. It's hard to go through all of them when people ask me for the links because I have to scroll down through so many orders. I'll try to look for it. If I find it, I will also link it. Okay. And since the Jenga block is too big for this smaller bird, I'm just gonna stack up a bunch of little pieces of this popsicle stick just to give it a little raise of the bird because he is on a branch. So I want it to look like he's really on the branch. Let's see. Let's see if this is hot. Should be now. Yes. A little bit too big. Let's see if I can still cut it. Nope. Oh, maybe. Got it. There. See if I can just use the hot glue. You're welcome, Cindy. All right. I am going to tacky glue. You and your tacky glue. I think I'd rather use a Titebond. Have you used a Titebond? All right. I think we're ready to adhere the birds. This one looks like she is watching over the nest, over the babies, which is what mama birdies do. I don't know if it's the dad or the mom that does it. Hang on. Someone does it. You really, Annette? That's good. I guess it's just for faster bonding. Because with the tacky glue and any other non-hot glue, you'll have to wait for it to dry. Hi, Teresa. Elisa. Thank you, Teresa. Yeah, I've been using hot glue for many years. I've never had a problem except for the times that I've really burned myself. One time recently, I was wearing shorts. Not a good idea when you're crafting. And I had the hot glue and I was going like this and some of it fell on my leg. I still have a mark on there. So not very smart. All right, this is how it looks. And I was thinking of adding the house to a base, but it does stand on its own. Like if you guys want to just stand it, I think it stands. Maybe not after the mold, so it will need a stand. What do you guys think? have this other stamp that has like some branches on it. I was thinking of maybe putting a little bit of that on here. Let's see. Might look too dark. Nah, I think it's too dark. Like the way it looks, too thick for the branches. It's more like for a tree. Thank you, Annette. We'll leave that out. Let's see what else. I'm gonna add the base and then add some flowers and some moss and we're done. And I gotta get it because I didn't take it out. I moved it. Hang on. Where did I put it? I never find anything in this room. I just used it a couple days ago. So I took out a new one. Alright, let's add this on here. I'm going to add a couple of gender blocks. Maybe 3 in the back. Thank you. So that it protects it. All right, I'm gonna add 3 of these tumbling blocks to the back so that it will stand better. I'll hold it. Thank you, Sabrina. I don't know if I said thank you already. Sometimes I forget what I say. Should I just add it to? Hopefully I could still hide this one with the moss because I can't cut it out. It's gonna pop out. Maybe not. I'm gonna add another type of block to the back. I have to get it down. I'll just put the moss on there. I'll still hold it. I just put 2 in the back. It's already standing on it. Oh, you mean the tumbling block? No, because it's going to show. The moss is not that high. It's going to show through there. I don't want it to show. We're good with 2. I'm going to add one of the little square ones that I have after the live. Thank you, though. If I do stand it, it shows. And the moss I get from Amazon, and this is my favorite brand. What is it? Wasser Lee. That's the kind I like. It's like there's different color ones. This is a color that I like. I usually just purchase it over and over again. I think I have a subscription for it. I bought some at Hobby Lobby, like a bigger bag, but I haven't used it. Hi, Anina. How are you, my friend? Hi, Faye Johnson. Welcome. All right, just giving it a haircut now. All right, here's with the moss. Stubborn moss. Hang on. It's the hot glue gun stuck to it. I'm gonna add some flowers now and then we're done, I believe. How's that, guys? Hi, Terry. All right, I've got these flowers from Temu as well. And I'm only gonna use a light color, which is these, not the hotter pink ones. Thank you, Love Grammy. All right, let's do this. And I got these a long time ago. I haven't been using a lot of flowers. Now that spring's coming, I'm going to be using a lot of my flowers that I have. Happy Valentine's Day, Doreen. All right, I think it's done, you guys. Let me see. See if I can add some of this. A little greenery on here. All right, I think that does it. Let me see. Add one more flower on the side. All right, it's done, you guys. I forgot to paint the base. I don't know if it needs paint. Maybe I'm gonna add a little bit of, let's see. Thank you, Teresa. Let me see. I try to dry brush a little bit of brown on there. Since I did forget to paint it. Telling you, I forget a lot of things when I'm live. I don't know why. Thank you, Annette. All right, that does it. I think it looked too plain the other way. Added a little color on the bottom. It's done, guys. Let's see, 2 flowers there and 2 there. Thank you, Doreen. Anything else you guys want me to add to it before I log off? Oh, you can't see the the corners anymore. Oh, it's okay, you can see the top one. Right there. Can't see the bottom ones anymore. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Teresa. I will leave it just is, just for you. What do you guys think of the touch of pink with the flowers? It matches the paper. You can't see it on the video. You'll see it when I post the picture, but there's a little pink on the paper too. All right, guys, I'll post the links to all the questions you guys had earlier for the products where I get everything, so you guys can get whatever you guys want from there. I hope you guys enjoy your evening if you're gonna go celebrate or just stay home or whatever you may be doing. Enjoy your time, and happy Love Day to everyone. Hi, Yvette. Thank you, Sabrina. Oh, thank you, Teresa. This will be available on my next auction as well. All right, guys, be safe out there, all right? Thank you, Yolanda. There's the finished craft for those that left and came back. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Yvette. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Yolanda. You know what I did forget? I don't know why I did that, you guys. I'm telling you, I make so many mistakes when I go live. Something I usually don't do is the paper. I was supposed to cut it in sections so that it shows, the lines show through the little creases here. Now I can't do it because the nest is there. I was supposed to cut the paper in sections, strips, to go along with the plank. Yeah, I can't do it anymore. Maybe down here. Let's see. Get irritated when I forget. And then I think back and I'm like, I didn't do that right. Like if I was doing a speed up video, I could just do it. If I mess up, I can just correct it and go back and edit the video. Not on here. Thank you, Yolanda. You guys know what I mean with the plank? It has to like run through. Let me do it real quick on this one. You guys can see what I mean. And I'm just honest. I do make mistakes. My brain is like not working when I'm going live for some reason. Like I have a plan and then at the end, I don't end up doing everything I had planned. I don't know what day it was. I made a craft. I was supposed to stamp it. Stamp something and then at the end I forgot. I was like, oh, and I already posted the picture. So I didn't. All right, that looks good. It's just this one because the nest is there. There's still paint in there. Wet paint. And I'm just using my nail filer to remove. Hi, Jennifer Martin, welcome. To remove the extra paper on there. See, I wish I did this before I added the birds on there. Excuse me. need something smaller. All right. Found it. There we go. It's done. All right, I got it through. I'm gonna glue the tag a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, that looks much better, guys. You guys see the creases? So it goes with the plank. It's not just like covered in one piece. Hi, Lisa. All right, it's done. Now it's done for sure. Okay, Lisa. Thank you. Hello. Thank you, Lisa. All right, guys, I'm gonna log off now. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. And I will see you guys live on Monday. I'll post the time. All right. Have a great day.